Hey Lance,
Hi, how you doing, Victor?
enjoying your summer?
Yeah, somewhat. I'm working on this stuff, and then I have my kids bugging me all the time.
Going to the movies, I hear.
Yeah, I gotta keep them occupied every day. Gotta think of something to do with them.
Totally, I understand.
It's fun though. Yeah, we have our moments. I'm like, Guys, I got a meeting. Can you go on your tablets? I know you want to be on the tablet all day, so we gotta like break it up a little bit.
That's great. That's great. Good
Welcome.
to get away from the markets every once in a while.
Yeah, might as well. So I'll just gonna wait until the 9:30. If the alert comes on, I'll show you how to put it in if you're interested, and then I'll answer any questions you guys have. What's good about this whole strategy is it's pretty straightforward. Once you know how to put it in, how to do an OCO, then it's all about managing your allocation size. Me and Phil are considering doing a spreadsheet that will you enter in how many positions you did, and it'll tell you was it proper for your allocation size and whatnot. So we're working on that. If anyone has any quick questions before the alert, feel free to ask now. I'll show what I typically do for these. I use my phone as well, just for the math of it. So what I personally do is I'll look for.
It was also one. It was one that I was eyeing to go long over the last couple of days. Think you waited. Yeah, it looks intriguing. The July, you said 174. I mean the July.
I think we could hear Terry. Yeah.
I thought I was going to ask a question there, so that's why I was leaving it for a little bit. Anyway, um, so what I normally do is I can't show the phone part, but
Zig Price
I'll...
said, hard to say. I took a small loss this morning as I was learning.
Victor too, you're doing it too. I'm kidding, it's all right. Um, so anyway, I look at the zero DTE. I look near the at the money strikes. Is this right? That seems off. Why is the bid ask so low? This morning, it was having some issues with the data feed on Thinkorswim. I'm just trying to, I might have to refresh it. Well, that's more accurate. Let's see. SPY, yeah, that's better. I don't know why I was showing 0.01 for everything. Anyway, I wait near the at the money strike, 604, 605, around there. And then on my phone, I do 1,000 divided by the premium price. And that tells me how many contracts I'm going to do with it. I'm gonna leave up the Discord alert channel to see when it pops up. That's not that one, that one. There might be a no trade today. It's hard to say just with Jerome Powell talking right now. He could just say a little blurb and next thing you know, the market moves because of it. They usually don't make as much moves with Powell talking in Congress compared to an FOMC in general, at least anecdotally for the last few years. I haven't noticed much of a change compared to FOMC, but we'll see.
Mhm. Um, I just want to make sure I'm understanding. The pre-processing, it gets released July 1st. Yeah. That's why it's pre.
You guys don't mind muting your mic unless you have a question that's relevant. Appreciate it. All right, it might come up any second. It did come up. 604 call, 147. So that's 6.8 when I divide it. I'm gonna do 7 contracts, 604 call. So you get a 604 call, change to 7, market order, confirm and send. So I got in at, let's see, it's not showing up there. I got in at 1.46. I'll give you guys a minute to put in your orders and then I'll show how to do the OCO for it. What I'm gonna do is add on my spreadsheet what I do. I'd recommend you guys do the same thing. It was a call, right? Pretty sure it was a call. Let me double check. Hope I didn't do it the wrong way. Yeah, it was a call. So 604 call around 1.47. So I go on the spreadsheet and I'm just gonna put in what I started with. I did 7 contracts, 1.46 on mine. And I'm gonna wait on the exit and P&L until that happens. Any questions how to enter the trade? All right, I'm gonna do the OCO order now. It's already up about 12 bucks. So in Thinkorswim, you right click the position, create closing order, click sell. Under advanced order, go to OCO. And then we're going to take profit 1.76. So you want to keep that as a limit order. 1.76. And then right click, create duplicate order. And we're going to do a stop. It was 0.88. Let me double check. Yep, 0.88. So limit to close out at 1.76, stop at 0.88, confirm and send, and that's all you got to do. Then you don't have to look at it. Any questions how to set up the OCO order? Any general questions on anything? Oh, I'm leaving it as open office hours since I'm a science teacher. You can just come in, ask a question, and then leave if you want, or just hang out. It's up to you guys. Hey, Erwin, how are you? All right, I guess we'll just look at the chart and just see what's going on with it. But feel free to ask questions as you have them. All right, so we're in a call. We want it to go up. We're already up a decent amount. I'll go in the minute candles here. You don't have to do any of this stuff, by the way. You can literally just do what I did, OCO, and then whatever happens, happens, and not really think about it. But might as well check. Thinkorswim is weird with this wonky, like, I'm trying to see what's happening, and then it zooms in weird. All right, so 15-minute chart, we're above the EMAs, which is good. Let's try to go to 1 or 5 minute. I'm getting a little bit of a push. See, I think there's some, I want this to move up. And then I could do it, it's so annoying. I could do it this way, but then it's hard to see it. Like that, a little better. Good enough. All right.
Lance,
Yes, Victor.
you don't tend to trade the news though, right? You typically, if Powell's speaking, you would stay out, or is that not, am I reading that, reading you
I
incorrectly?
mean, maybe. I'm not taking my 0DTE trade today just because I'm gonna go to the movies with my kids and I can't see it. As for this, it's not usually a huge news event compared to an FOMC meeting. It's going to be drawn out for hours anyway, and there's a good chance he doesn't say anything so dramatic that it's going to change the market a lot, at least from what I have seen in the last few years of doing this. That's not to say it can't move a lot, but
It's just that the market has been so jittery with tariffs and all that. It's just been
right.
wild the last month or so.
Yeah, yesterday was rough. Just any of the things with the Israel, Iran, and just move stuff immediately. And there's nothing you could, like, any of the technical analysis doesn't matter because if, they have a ceasefire right now, but what if Iran decides to send more missiles out? The market will probably go down immediately, and none of the technical analysis mattered. It's the nature of the markets. You never know exactly what's going to happen. That looks a little better. All right, down candle's not great, but we're still in good shape so far. Near the profit. If we get another up candle in a 5 minute, we're probably getting out of the profit here. I'll probably stick around until 10 o'clock or so, and it may or may not close by then. We don't know. What's good about this is you just OCO and then just go about your day. So as you can see, I even waited a little bit for you guys to enter. You could do this whole thing, entering in and OCOing maybe in 2 minutes tops, and then go back to work and whatnot, which is really good about this service. All right, open for questions as we're waiting around. Check on the Discord real quick then. Nothing really. If there's no questions, a few things that me and Phil are working on. One is doing a spreadsheet that you'll get access to where you could manually type in your trades similar to how I do it. But then it's also going to show, was this a good trade based on your account size? So for instance, you do one contract per every $2,000 to $3,000 in your account. Let's say you had $2,000 and you did 5 contracts, then it would say bad trade pretty much because you're over allocating at that point. If you have 2,000 and you do one contract, they'll say good trade, and then I'll keep stats on it. We're looking into it. It won't be immediately. Could be in a month or two. We don't know yet. We're not sure exactly when we're gonna launch the 1.1 update. Some of you guys might have seen that we're going to do a live stream on Wednesday, but Russell will probably not be available for that. So we might have to delay it possibly to next week. Whenever that update comes, you'll all get access to it if you're currently in the service. We're probably around break even right now. 1.56, yeah, slightly up. I mean, I'm not going to do it, but if I close now, I'd make about $10 times 7 contracts, $70, almost pays for the movie. Popcorn and soda is way expensive. I'm kidding on that. We're doing the Tuesday has $5 movies and $5 like popcorn and soda and stuff. So we're in for like $40 maybe. Movies are crazy. $40 isn't too bad if you keep them occupied. Again, any questions or just chat about anything?
Do you stick to the options, Lance, or do you ever trade MES? Have you tried any of that?
Yeah, so we did the MES in a test run before the launch. I did about 10 of those or so. It ends up being almost identical to this. It depends on when the close happens, like when your take profit or stop happens. If the take profit or stop happens immediately, the normal SPY trade is preferred. The longer it stays in the trade, and we're talking like an hour or more, at that point, MES would probably make more sense just because you don't have the theta decay. but me and Phil were actually on Zoom watching it minute by minute. This was before the
Hello?
launch, and we were seeing how it was pretty much in lockstep within a few dollars.
Insurance. May I speak with Alisa Stutorni?
Excuse me?
I'm looking to speak with.
Not trying to be rude, but I'll meet you guys if it's not based on what we're doing here. We got to get up, move out. We're out. There we go. Made the profit there. Did you guys get your profit already? It hopefully kicked in right when we got that up move. If not, it might happen in a few seconds. Sorry, I just saw the chat. Boom, boom, yes. Profit. All right. Yep.
Yep, I got it.
Good job. Did everyone get it? You just do thumbs up or say yay. Beautiful. All right. I assume that's a yes.
Right at 20 minutes.
10 minutes. Well, 12 minutes or so.
12 minutes. Yep, 12 minutes.
Because we got in at 9:30. That's how it's done. If that's done every day, you might have bigger GDP than some third world countries. Although it won't happen every day, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna write here. N7 contracts was at 1.5. I have like a pea brain memory about what my fills were. 1.46 to 1.76. All right, so on my spreadsheet, and I recommend you guys do this. It doesn't have to be super crazy here. You could even make a copy of my spreadsheet and I'll post it again. 624, I already did that part. So I got it out at 1.76. I was thinking about doing some calculation thing that'll figure out the profit, but I just manually figure it out. It's 30 times 7, so $210. And my running P&L is 980. Can't complain about that. So I just posted the spreadsheet again. You could open this on your end and then do file, make a copy if you want, and then manually type in yours. You probably just delete the numbers here, but then just put date, call or put, contracts, entry, exit. For P&L, you just find the difference of these, multiply it by the contracts. If it was a profit day, it's positive. If it was a negative day, I just write negative. And then this will show the running P&L. It just takes the sum of all these. Yeah, me and Phil will work on a slightly better version, although you don't need to do too much of it. I mean, this gets the job done in my view, and I just made this one. All right, I'll stick around another 10 or 15 minutes if you have any other questions.
Where did you post the link, Lance?
On the Post Your Profits channel.
Okay, thank you.
Bill's around. Maybe he could come in too if he needs. I don't know. Just looking on the chat here. Winner, 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 winner. Out. Okay, good. Someone wasn't able to get the entry fill, unfortunately. So if you could get in within a minute or so, just do it no matter what the contract is. If it's after a minute, I would check to see what the premium is compared to what the alert is. If the premium was, so the premium today was 1.47. If it's after a minute and you see the premium's 1.58, so 1.57 or higher than that, I would consider skipping it. If you're within $10 up or down, I think it's fine to still take it. We did a lot of the back tests and it's still fine in the end. Otherwise, tell your job, I need to take a little bathroom break at 9:29 Central or 10:29 Eastern. The boss will be like, all right, yeah, yeah. It's like, why do you always use the bathroom at this exact minute? Hey, I gotta go. So that you do your trade in the bathroom if you need, and then that's it. And it looks like Phil can't make it. So when school starts, I have to do these trades during my homeroom class where I also coach academic decathlon, where we compete against other schools in 10 academic events, but they're going to be studying during it. So I'll take my 2 minutes or so to do the trade. In Texas now, they said you can't use cell phones in schools for students. They just made a law about it. And we're going to see how that goes when we're going to fight forever with these kids about this stuff. It'll be interesting. Yeah, no problem, Eric. No problem, Eric. Have a good day, guys. Terry or M. Lewis, any other questions you have? All right, no problem. I guess I'll just stop the chat or the Zoom at this point. Have a good rest of the day, guys. If you have any questions, let us know in the chat channel, or you could DM me if you want. Bye, guys.